Hi, this is Makola Spokane, the leader and the founder of Church Governance Solutions. I want to deal with a topic that is very interesting and very powerful as well, and particularly for leaders that are leading teams, particularly for leaders that are leading departments and leading people in their lives. And I want to speak a little bit about what builds a winning team in life, what builds winning teams in life. And because it's very important for us to look into teams and how teams are built and what contributes towards the building of the team, it is going to be very important, especially for you people that are visionaries. Those of you that are leading churches, for instance, those of you that are leading departments, for instance, and those of you that are leading different people around you, whether you are a leader at work, your manager maybe, or a manager in your own business. That's very important for us to understand this particular topic, that there are things that are ingredient to great teams. There are things that makes great teams. And that's what we want to address today, so that this can help you going forward, that when you build great teams, you include these ingredients. The first thing is that a winning team is made of a leader with a winning attitude. Now, you as a leader, you as a visionary, you as somebody who is leading this team, you need to have what we call a winning attitude. Because if you don't have a winning attitude, you're going to really slack in pushing anything to succeed. Now, people with a winning attitude, they're forever working hard and harder to make sure that things happen so that they can win. Because they are not settling for less, but therefore always pushing for the crown and pushing for the number one position. And this is very important. And we want to emphasize that a winning attitude helps a leader to make sure that you pull the team along, and you make sure that you infuse this particular attitude in them. Because when people don't have a winning attitude, they just actually relax. They actually become comfortable with losing. And therefore, they cannot be winning team if they don't have the attitude of winning. But the attitude of winning should start from the leader himself. And if you don't have a winning attitude from the leader, you're not going to start having anything to do with winning. And therefore, you will settle for less each time you're faced with opposition. The second thing is an attitude of giving it all it takes. Giving it all it takes. In other words, you drop your last sweat. Ability to really push actually until it moves. Ability to really fight until it drops the last sweat. Because this is very important. Now, this is what we call resilience in the team. People that are having an attitude of saying, I'm going to give it all my best. I'm not going to leave anything. I'm not going to leave anything behind, or I'm going to have any I'm not going to have any reservations. So therefore, I want to give it all. So I'm going to give all my strength. If I have to drop dead after this, I will drop dead. So that type of an attitude is the attitude of a winning team. Now, when you have got a team of people and you're having each individual having this type of an attitude of giving it all it takes, you're going to have a very, very powerful winning team. And this is very important that we address this, because many people find themselves on the losing side at all times. But they don't realize that it is an attitude that they need to change. Because if you settle for number two, and you're happy with number two, you're going to remain number two, because you cannot be number one that you're not aspiring to do. And therefore, you need, as an individual, to make sure that you've developed an attitude of what we call giving it all it takes. So therefore, that type of an attitude is going to drive you to be able to push when it's difficult to do so. And this is the reason why I'm emphasizing this, because I'm sure many of you are wondering, why are you always on the losing side? It's because you're having some individuals in the team that are not giving it all it takes. You're having some individuals in the team that are not throwing all of themselves in it. They are not really completely committed to it, because immediately you are still having some members that are not totally committed, and they don't give it all it takes. So therefore, you're not going to have a team that is winning, even though you desire to do so. Ability to set tangible goals is very important. Now, a team that doesn't set tangible goals will not move an inch towards progress, will not win, will not actually be able. So that is the reason why you'll see with football teams, there are those that will set a target of saying, I don't want to be relegated, so therefore I want to move out of relegation zone. And some will say, no, I wanna push for top 8 ending. Some will say, no, I wanna push for top 3 ending, for Confederation Cup ending. Some will say, no, I want a Champions League position, which will be number 1 or number 2 in football, or number 1 to number 4, which is in English Soccer League, for instance. You'll find that. So you'll find that teams will always push with set achievable goals, though. And those goals are tangible enough, and they are able to push for that. Now, before you set a goal, you'll not move in an inch, because you're not going to get anywhere. And that is why the goals that you're speaking about is not general goals only, but we're speaking about a goal even when you are facing the opposition. For this particular opposition that you're facing, there must be set goals, particularly for this opposition, because those goals are the ones that will inspire you, that will drive you to actually give it all it takes, as we've spoken earlier, when you've got goals that are set. So people that don't set goals will not achieve anything, because you can only achieve the goals that you've set and you are pursuing because you've set them. That's very important. The ability to recover from failures is one of the things that makes or builds a winning team. That's ability to recover from failures. Now, people that cannot recover from failures are not going to win at all, because you're going to dwell on the things that have passed. Remember that when you are in a game, you are going to win, you're going to draw or lose sometimes. And there's actually possibilities that you'll lose. But the fact that you've lost doesn't mean that you will lose tomorrow. Now, when you build a winning team, you must make sure that when you have had something that has set you back, any setback that comes your way, you don't dwell on it. Every defeat that you've gone through, you don't dwell on it. Any failure that you've gone through, you don't dwell on it, because immediately you dwell on failures, you are not going to be able to succeed going forward. But you need some energy, you need some strength to rise up and be able to say, I'm going to win this time around. Though I failed yesterday, but I'm going to conquer these failures and I'm going to win going forward. So this is very important. And I must emphasize this, that as an individual, please make sure that if you want to build a winning team, infuse this attitude in them, that they should actually be able to conquer or recover from failures as soon as possible. Because the quicker that you recover from failures, the quicker you are going to prepare for the next battle. And the more possibilities you are having that you're going to win the next battle. So this is very important, that you look at it that way. And therefore make sure that you push specifically to win. You push specifically to make sure that you're going to win, because you have recovered from the failures of yesterday and you didn't dwell on them for long, and you are able to push forward and succeed in the next battle coming. Now, honoring individuals in the team, very important, because if you don't honor each other as members of the team, or you don't respect each other as members of the team, you're going to fail. And a winning team is a team that is having high regard of each other. A winning team is the one that has got high respect towards each other. But if there are people that undermine others, there are individuals that undermine others, you're going to find inconsistent results. You're going to find incoherent delivering of results as well, because you're going to find people that are not supporting each other, that are not pulling each other, people that are not carrying on as in unison or in unity to make sure that they win, because people are divided when they don't honor each other. People are divided when they don't respect each other. And this is the reason why I'm emphasizing this point, that please be able as well to honor each other as individuals in the team. The other thing is valuing talents of other members of the team, because as a team members, we have got different talents. And I want us to look at a football team whereby you're having goalkeepers, you're having defenders, you're having people that are midfielders, strikers as well. So you're having different people with different talents. And even amongst the strikers themselves, there are those that are having different talents. There are those that are just natural finishers. There are those that are actually holding back and assisting to the others who are finishers. So you find that coherence in talents and recognition of different talents amongst each other, it actually builds the team. It makes the team to be strong. It makes the team to become winning because we recognize who can do better. And that is why you'll find when we recognize each other's talents, that is why you will not actually push to take a penalty when you know there's somebody who's a better penalty taker in a team. And that's very key that we emphasize that. Now, the same in our churches, that we have in people that can do better in other roles. So therefore, if they can do better in other roles, let's support them in those particular roles and respect and honor their talents, because they are having talents that are different from others and from us as well. So therefore, we need to support each other. Now, I want to emphasize that if somebody is having a talent that is different from yours, doesn't mean that they are better than you. So therefore, don't be jealous of people that are having talents that are different from yours, because you got your own talents that is different from theirs as well. So therefore, let's honor each other. Let's respect each other's talents, because as you do so, you're going to progress even much more better, because you're going to give the roles of those that can do better in certain areas of their lives. And therefore, you will be able to actually conquer obstacles, because the team will be stronger, the team will be winning, the team will be successful because of the different talents that people are having. So please make sure that you value each other's talents as well. Intensity and excellent spirit is very important. Now, when you are doing things, so you need to be intensifying things. You need to be able to have intensity. Now, if you don't have intensity in anything that you do, you're not going to succeed as a team. So a team should be having intensity. And you should be having a spirit of excellence as well, of wanting to do things perfectly. Now, that's very important, because when the team pursues excellence, they are actually setting themselves up for success. So you will be successful when you pursue excellence. And I want to urge you as a team, if you want to be a winning team, please pursue excellence and make sure that you pursue also intensity in everything that you do. Because intensity goes along with commitment, and commitment goes along with consistency of doing things and continue doing things consistently, and make sure that you're committed to it. And that will push the intensity of things. And therefore, you'll find yourself as well having excellent spirit. That's very important that we do so. And I want to emphasize that. Adherence to basic principles of teamwork, very important, because there are basic principles of teamwork: respect, love one another, make sure that you are united, make sure that you respect each other. So those are basic principles of teamwork, because without that, you're not going to succeed, because everybody will be pulling to their own directions. But we want to see a successful team here. So therefore, we need the basic principles of teamwork to apply, so that we can be able to move further as a team and do things as a team. Because what we are doing is not an individualistic thing, but when we're having people that pull away as individuals, they want to do things as individuals and don't want to do things as a team, they are going to let us down as a team. So teams that are winning are people that don't play for themselves. They are people that play for the team. These are the people that are having principles of teamwork, of saying, I cannot do this alone. I am a team with the rest of the people. And if I'm having opportunity to score, but my friend or my teammate is having a better, even better opportunity than me to score, let me give him to score. And this is very important. And those are the principles of teamwork and basic ones that need to be applied. For us to see a winning team, you need basic principles of teamwork. I want to end up here today. Your host, Mike Connor Spokane. Thank you very much for listening to us and be part of this great topic. Once more, I want to urge you to listen to us tomorrow once more as we deal with another topic. Allow me to say cheers for now.